Oh, oh, oh,
I'm Erik, the channel is Aggressive Rolling, and this is my snake shirt. Ta-da! We're off to the zoo! Doo, doo, doo. Is this where they filmed Spider-Man Far From Home? That makes it way cooler. The Vienna Tiergarten is the world's oldest zoo and is located on the grounds of Schönbrunn Palace. It attracts over 2 million visitors per year, most of whom visit when I'm there, and houses over 700 different animal species, including hippos, polar bears, koalas, and a bunch of other less cool animals. The original menagerie radiated out from this central Baroque pavilion, which was used by emperors and princesses to drink tea with giraffes. The houses at the back of the exhibits were constructed not for servants or weird perverts, but for the animals themselves, because olden days peoples didn't understand that elephants and zebras didn't sleep in regular human beds. Of course, if you Google these things, you'll quickly realize that other people don't know nearly as much about zoos as I do. Penguins are a type of bird who hated humans so much they gave up flight and embraced the cold in order to move to the one continent we weren't on, only to find themselves surrounded by us in a zoo in Austria that they could easily fly out of, but swim out of not so much.
So why are these woodlands so attractive to penguins?
Ah yes, the Arctic, or as it's known in Austria, Franz Josef Land. Okay. So when you go to a zoo that has polar bears, you want to go to the polar bears first, because by 10 a.m. they're ready for bed. But if you can get to them before 10 a.m., you're in business, usually. You see him yawning? It's like 10:58 right now. My theory is perfect.
Gute Möglichkeit.
Ja. Weil es wird also verteilt wird.
Ja.
Der letzte war
Bomb crater. If you work at an Orlando theme park, you will often see English tourists taking pictures of squirrels. Well, this one is different. So, I guess now I understand. Bouncy bridges are fun. Blatt Furblatt.
That's pretty cool.
Don't worry, the baby goat wasn't by itself. There were lots of adult goats around also.
It's a frog climbing wall that you can just do. Good luck. Hope you don't die. A little bit of construction here. Oh, the toilet. The toilet is closed. Next toilet. Monkey house. This zoo definitely adheres to the rule of cool. Because, yeah, why not?
Wow, this is some bull.
Crested penguins.
Screw you, that's why.
Imagine being the long shot lottery winner that is a pig in the zoo. Imagine winning the lottery by being a rhinoceros in a zoo. Imagine being a... What is that? Is that an ox? Is an ox just a cow? Imagine being a cow. Moo. This herpetarium is sponsored by an airline, which explains the X-ray machine display. Kind of.
Don't smuggle your lizards or amphibians. Do we need a rat house? Is that a thing we need?
Whoa, those are some big rats. The historic monkey house is full of art, monkeys, and humans. But at least I found some toilets. The Schönbrunn Zoo was built in 1752 by Emperor Franz I as a private menagerie, and was open to all of the unclean Austrian peasants in 1778. Just 20 years later, the zoo invented dogs, which have since become popular the world over. Later, his descendant, Franz Joseph I, would create the Arctic Circle, though the reception to that has been more mixed. None of which has much to do with what you're looking at here, but at least some of these people probably have dogs, and if they're huskies, then I clearly win.
Sure, I guess. Ooh, the administration building.
Yeah, I guess that checks out. Moo.
So we are standing in the botanical gardens, which goes over a tunnel which connects that part of the zoo to that part of the zoo. But we are not in the zoo, we're in the garden. Okay, so the zoo train goes outside the zoo and through the botanical gardens. So that's wacky. But kind of cool because it lets you see the gardens. Maybe I should have done that.
The desert house is part of the zoo, but not really, as it's located about 100 SUVs away and has separate admission. If it were properly part of the Schönbrunn Zoo, it would no doubt seem like quite an impressive section of it, but, as is, feels rather too small to really stand as a thing unto itself. I will say that I was a little bit confused by all of this, initially thinking the desert house was included with the zoo ticket, but just in a different location. This proved not to be the case, but I certainly wasn't going to pass up the promise of extra snake looking at. And I believe it was only like €7.50 or something like that, so not too bad. Hey, the regular zoo had tortoises. Boo! You guys suck! I'm just kidding, of course. Tortoises are basically just snakes with RVs, and we've already established that snakes are cool.
Was the desert house worth it? No. There was only one snake. I mean, it's good if you like hot dirt. One snake? One schlanger? Very disappointing. Hey. Okay, but how was the Schönbrunn Zoo actually? Well, I like zoos, so it was pretty good. The things that really stood out to me were the polar bear, although that says more about when I was there and what the polar bear was doing at that particular time, more than anything inherent about the zoo, other than the fact that they have a polar bear. The nature trail with the bouncy bridges and explodey holes in the ground, what do you call those? They're called craters. They're just called craters. Explodey ground holes. Also, the old buildings scattered throughout were kind of fun. On the other hand, their ice cream shop was closed because it was too cold? Lame. Very lame. Worst zoo ever. Not really.
Oh,